welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me for today's workout. Today is going to be all about the upper body and the core. It's going to be about pushing and pulling unilaterally and then finishing up with both arms to balance ourselves out. We are going to be starting on one blue spring. I do have a pad here for my hands as we are going to be starting facing the foot bar. Straps are connected. Once you're ready, we're going to go ahead, come to a kneeling position with our hands on the platform. Our toes can be tucked underneath the shoulder blocks. I want you to draw those abdominals in. Shoulders are back and down. So arms are shoulder distance apart. Abs are pulled in towards the spine. We're going to begin lengthening through our arms, extending ourselves out, letting our chest drop towards the springs, and pulling the carriage back in towards the center. So we're trying to keep our spine straight here, no rounding of the spine for this section. We're just dropping our chest down, getting warm through our upper body as we extend through those arms. Take an inhale, pull the carriage in. Exhale, push the carriage out. Inhale, pull the carriage in. Arms are staying straight. Just make sure you're not locking out those joints. Knees are stacked up over the hips as the chest drops towards the springs. Let's go for one more here. This time I want you to push yourself out and pause for a moment. As you pause, I want you to think about bending the elbows in towards the chest, pushing away from the platform. Pulling in towards the chest, the elbows come wide, booty is up tall, chest is down low. We have 3. 2. Next time you have yourself out long, hold yourself there. I want you to come up on your knees, shift your weight forward, pull the carriage in. Now bend the arms, push yourself away, come up high, pull the carriage in. Bend the elbows. Push away. One more in this direction. When you come up, shoulders over wrist, you're going to push yourself away with long arms. Bend your elbows to come in. Come up tall, shoulders over wrist. Push yourself out. Use your breath any way you seem fit. One more here. Come all the way up. And let's go ahead, come in for round 2. This time I'm going to bring my knees kind of hips distance apart. My feet can go on top of the shoulder rest, or you can go ahead and cross your knees. So coming into a plank position. Same thing for round 2. If this becomes too difficult, you always have the option to go back to round 1. We're going to go ahead, push ourselves out. Straight spine, pull yourself in where the shoulders come up over the wrist. Abs are pulled towards the spine. Relax those shoulders, make sure they don't become earrings. We're going 4 in each set. Extend it out. Pull it in. Remember, you have that option to always go back to that quadruped position. Next time you come in, You're going to bend your elbows. Push yourself out. Bend your elbows and come in. We have 3 more. Push. Draw those abs towards the spine. Last one. Next time you have yourself out, hold yourself there. You're going to bend your elbows in. Straighten the elbows, come up over the shoulders. Extend yourself out. 4 in this direction. Bend the elbows. Chest over the platform. Push up. Extend out. 1 more in this direction. Woo. When you come up over the shoulders. Now bend the elbows. Push yourself out. Come up high. Pull yourself in. Bend the elbows. Push up. Extend out. Lift. Come in. 2 more. Remember, you always have that quadruped position to choose. Last one. And come on in. Bring that carriage all the way in. Send your hips on back. Give yourself a moment here. All right, I am going to step off to the right side of my carriage. I want you to step off to the side where you can see me best. So I'm assuming that is your right side as well. Once you step off to your right side, Blue Spring is staying on. I want you to come standing with your hips wide as the carriage. Shoulders are backing down. We're going to come into second position, so toes are externally rotated, heels are down towards the center. Shoulders backing down, outside hands, which is my right hand. Left hand coming behind my back. Going to bring that right hand towards the shoulder block. I'm going to go ahead and rotate my spine as I push that carriage away. Bring it back to center, rotate back. Rotate towards the risers. Bring it back to center. Rotate towards. Remember, this pace can be as fast or as slow as you want it. You choose what works for you. We have 4. Bend those knees a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. Pull that carriage back with control. We're going to pivot on our heels. Turn towards our rises. My left foot is in front. My right foot is back. My right hand is still on that shoulder block, coming into a low lunge. Abs are pulled in. You're going to hinge at the hips. Palm coming towards the shoulder block. We're going to begin pushing the carriage away from us, resisting it back in as we control the carriage. So push it away. Pull it back in with control. Push. Remember, however you breathe is what's comfortable for you. Make each movement a breath cycle. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way in. Carefully step that right foot up. Stand yourself up. You're going to go ahead, grab your strap. Right foot now comes back. We are in a standing tall position. Abs are pulled in. Make sure that you're comfortable here. Strap goes into the same hand, long loop or short loop, your choice. Palm is facing towards the midline. We're gonna come for a row. Squeeze the scapula towards the back. Resist the carriage long. And then I want a straight arm press back. Bring it up. Remember, go to your range of motion and what works for you. Standing tall. Last two. For one. Bring that arm on up, and you can carefully hang that strap up. We are going to come to a kneeling position, kneeling on the carriage, coming into that quadruped position. I am going to grab my strap closest to you, still working that right arm. Short loop or long loop, choice is yours. Hands can be on the shoulder block. It can be down on the carriage. You choose what works best for you. Arms coming out to the side. Draw those abs in, shoulders back and down. You're going to extend that arm back towards your hips. Resist it forward. So thinking about having a long line from the tip of your crown of your head to the tail bone of your body. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of it. Sorry. If you want a little bit more, you always have that option to lift the opposite leg. Let's go for two more. On this last one, when that arm comes back, I want you to hold it there. We're going to go for tricep kickbacks. You're going to bend the elbow, resist it back. Keep those abdominals drawn towards the back. Last three. Two. And one. Carefully come on in. Drop that knee down. We're going to go ahead, hang that strap up. Before we transition over to the other side, we're going to come into a little bit of core work. So I am going to go ahead, bring my feet to the platform. Hands can be down on the carriage mat or up on the shoulder blocks, wherever you choose. You're going to draw those abs in. We're coming into a plank here. So once you're ready, lift those abdominals up, extend yourself out, find that plank. Once you have that strong plank, elbows, shoulders are in line away from the ears. You're going to extend the arms forward, pull it back underneath the shoulders. Extend, push away, pull it back in, push. We have 4, 3, 2, last one. Come on in, drop those knees, extend yourself back. Go ahead and lie yourself down in child's pose for a second. And then once you're ready, we're going to do everything over on the other side. I'm going to come standing into a wide second position. Feet externally rotated about in the distance of my carriage mat. My left hand, right hand's becoming behind my back, left hand's coming to the shoulder block. We're going to push the carriage away with rotation. Bring it back, elbow comes underneath the shoulder. Rotate and resist. Push away, pull it back in. Don't allow those springs to do the work for you. You're using your muscles to resist those springs. For 3, 2, 1. Bring it into center, back to the stopper. You're going to rotate towards the risers. Same foot stays on the outside. You're going to go ahead, come to a hinge position. Little bit of a lunge forward. Palm is pushing down, fingers take towards the riser. You're going to push the carriage away, resist it in. Push. Try to square those hips to the floor underneath you. Try to keep everything from rotating as you push with the muscles from the arms. Had to correct myself. Felt my trunk rotating. For 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Carefully go ahead. Stand yourself up. Feet stay exactly how they are. You're going to grab that strap. Strap now comes into that left hand. Short loop or long loop. I'm probably going to choose the long loop on this side because I had a little bit trouble on the other side with the short loop, and this is my weaker arm. So we're going to come for a row. Release it long, and then we're going to go for a press back. So I'm going to move a little bit closer because this is still a little too difficult. The row is okay. It's the press back. All right, so row and press back. So as you're rowing, your palm is towards your midline. As you're pressing back, your palm is towards your booty. We have 2 more. Last one, bring it on in. And carefully, this is where we're going to hang that strap up. We're going to kneel on that carriage. So now left hand, still the working hand, grabbing the strap that corresponds with it. Short loop or long loop. Quadruped position. Draw the abdominals towards the spine. Arms out to the side. You're going to pull it back towards your hips. Resist it forward. You have that option. If you choose, you can lift that opposite leg long, square the hips to the carriage underneath you. Last 2, going in for that tricep kickback. Ooh, I feel like I need to choke up on my strap, so I am going to choke up, pull myself in, and choke myself up, go for that tricep kickback. So I felt a little unstable with that short loop, so I chose to choke up so I can control my movement a little bit more. Last 2. So the instability in my core was making me unstable on this side. Carefully bring it in. Knee comes down. And you can sit yourself back for a moment. All right. Let's go ahead. We are going to turn around. We're going to face our foot bar. Once we face our foot bar, we're going to interlock our knees, tuck them under. We're going to grab both straps, short loops or long loops. Remember, we're on that 1 blue spring for double arm work. That should be pretty light. Abs are pulled in. We're going to go ahead, begin coming into offering, reaching our arms long, pulling them back. One of my favorite exercises is coming up into a hip thrust and coming back down. If you feel like you're able to do that, feel free to pick it up and do it with me. Otherwise, stay in a low or a high kneel. You choose where you want to be. So evening out our unilateral work here. Let's go for 3, 2, squeeze that booty as you come up. This time I want you to stay up. I want you to come into hug a tree. Open those arms wide. Pull them back to the center. Push them away. Control the push. Pull them back together. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Next time those arms come wide, sit your hips back. I want you to stay hinged over those hips. Fold those arms up over the head. Come in to salute position. We're going to go ahead, extend those arms out. Pull them back in. So this is shave your head, salute, tricep bends, overhead tricep bends, whatever you want to call it. Make the elbows narrow, interlace the fingers, choose what works for you. Just working the back of those arms, hinging over the hips. If you want more, you have the option to come high. If you even want more, you can thrust up and down. Control the carriage. Last 2. Next time your hips come down, go ahead, open the arms wide. I want you to take both of those straps into one hand. Once you take those straps into one hand, I want you to carefully turn around towards the straps. I want you to place one foot on the outside of the reformer and the other foot on the other side of the reformer. We are coming to straddle our reformers. We are still on that blue spring. If this straddling does not work for you, go inside the reformer, straddle the blue spring. Short loops or long loops, shoulders back and down, abs are pulled in. Row towards your hips, resist it back. Row. Can you get lower? Full body work here, bringing that heart rate up before we finish. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold the elbows in towards the waist. Last push, pulse it up, pulse it down. Keep those elbows back, keep those shoulders from becoming earrings. Pulse it down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully come on up. Release those straps. You can carefully sit yourself down on that reformer. Hang those straps on up. I am going to move my bottom towards the platform. Keep my feet straddled. I'm going to interlace my hands behind my back. Extend those arms towards the floor underneath me. Allow the neck to grow tall like you have somebody pulling a string from the crown of your head. From here, I want you to take a look towards the left. Take a look towards the right. Keep pulling down towards your glutes. To the left. To the right. This time you'll come back to center. We'll look towards the clouds. Think about having those abdominals pulled towards the spine. Pelvis is stacked over the hips, towards the ground. To the clouds. To the ground. Let's go for one more. Go ahead, relax those arms. Bring those arms up, interlace your fingers up overhead. Extend yourself up tall, draw those abdominals in. With a flat back, round yourself over. Go ahead, push that carriage away. It should be on a blue spring. Pull the carriage in and extend it out. Do that a few times, just getting the mobility through the shoulder work. Between retracting and protracting here. Protracting back. On that last one, when that carriage comes in towards the bumper, go ahead, roll yourself up. Bring those arms up over the head. One final stretch. I am going to turn and face you. And we have finished today's workout. Thank you so much for joining me for this upper body push and pull workout. Like always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And like always, until next time, I'll meet you on the Reformer. Bye.